Good morning. Today I'm going to introduce you to something that I would explain as a trial, define as a trial that we had quite a while ago. These are the times to bring some of the older things out of the warehouse. It's a swing arm machine where we bought the swing arm from Germany, and we added a 2000 CFM dust collector on the bottom, this little cabinet collector, which is integrated into the table and reduces the dust particle that comes off the table, sucks it up and puts it into the filter, which are behind this door. The brand is an Alani, and the machine runs on 480 volts. What we have added to the machine is we put it on rollers, as you see below, and we have added the controls actually to where the operator is located. And we have also in the electrical cabinet, and this is why you have this, we have added a frequency inverter for the RPM on this. So as you turn this on, it comes up to revenues. And you have on the bottom, of course, as with all swing arm grinders, your sandpaper disc to remove any burrs. And on the top, you have your edge grounding top brush with sandpaper and Scotch-Brite alternating. So, and now you can control the RPM on this. So if you have smaller parts, you can go to a lower RPM to hold them, and we will show you a variety of them. So if you have parts which a little bit of burr and some laser splash at the piers and so forth, then you could first use the grinding wheel in order to clean this up. And it also makes, of course, a surface grain on the part. The weight of the arm is balanced with a spring, which is adjustable up and down, so that you can either increase the weight or decrease the weight. All right? So, and once you have all this burr removed on the edges, then you can go, you pull this pin and you just rotate around, lock it up, and now you have your edge round. And you see, you smooth out the surface, and you want to move around the part so that you come really from all sides on these edges. Right? Also, we put the green high friction conveyor material onto the table so that we have good traction also for smaller parts. Of course, the smaller parts you always want to be gentle in the pressure. And you see, oops. And you can also process fairly small parts. And you can see already, like with our cross-belt machine, how round of an edge you can actually achieve. If you don't have any burrs, like I said, you can go into your part straight in, and of course you can load the table and run several parts at a time. You don't have to do it one at a time. If you have really small parts, what you want to do is you want to reduce your speed a little bit, and you see these are just regular washers, right? And they have more of a sharper edge on the bottom side where they are stamped. And little parts like this may move a little bit around, but in the end, as long as they don't leave the table, you are perfectly fine. And then, as a result, you have something that actually has a very nice and rounded edge, and with the Scotch-Brite in between, you are not removing so much material if you don't use the sanding disc that you lose your galvanized surface. So this will still be rustproof. Okay. And then of course you have your on and off button. You also have an emergency stop button up here. I'll go around the machine with you real quick. This is our electrical cabinet here, and we didn't do that for noise reasons. You have your when you turn that off, obviously you get tucked through here for some of the particles, and it is really more the light particles that this will draw in. The heavy particle will be on the table, and some of it may even go beside, and you need to sweep up, and that's normal, that's always what it is. But the light particle that is suspended in air that you breathe, then turn that off here. So here on the electrical side also, we have made our own electrical cabinet with an indicator light that your main power is on. When you flip this off, it goes away as the frequency inverter on the inside the cabinet loses energy on the capacitors. You see, we've made a very clean cabinet with a modern wide range 24 volt power supply, the inverter for the motor, and then motor protectors, overload contactors for the inverter. When you have an error condition, either on the inverter or on the overload, like I am creating here, you get your warning light, and you know that you are going to have to open the cabinet to see what the condition is and why it is off. And when you reset that, the warning light disappears. The exit for the air of the dust collector is back here. It comes straight out. Depending on what your setup is and your location is, you may want to make yourself a hood to direct that into whichever way you want to, or you can also add some ductwork in order to exhaust it where the air, where nobody's bothered by the airflow, right? So we will had this for a long time, and we are selling it for a very favorable price. To full disclosure, it's a one-off. These are components that all came from Germany on the arm. Fully replaceable. Obviously what's in the electrical cabinet is replaceable, and all the spare parts for Avani would come from Avani. Thank you very much.